What I'd like to do in this session is share a few ideas on balance. We have a tendency to get sometimes really focused on one aspect of our life, and we neglect other areas that are probably sometimes more important. And so you need to obviously set goals in your professional life or your work life, whatever that is. You set goals in your area of work life. And a lot of people do a pretty good job of that. They'll set a goal and achieve things in their professional life. But you also need to look at the balance of your life. So for example, if you got a family, you need to ask yourself, when is the last time that I set a goal to do something exciting with my family, or to involve myself with my kids in some activity that has meaning to them and me as well. And because it's easy to forget that and just take it for granted. In your relationship, but I get into Seattle tomorrow night. It's Valentine's Day. I got a dinner appointment, reservation for me and my wife and two friends, and I try to spend some time with my wife. But you got a goal set to do it. And then if you got children, you got to find time to spend with your children, not just sitting with them. I'm talking meaningful time. I love little teeny kids because they think I'm a kid. My grandson, when he was little, one of my grandsons, Andrew, he'd be 3 or 4 years old, and he would tell me, "Don't tell no adults, Papa, don't tell no adults." Because he thought I was a kid, and so I wouldn't tell no adults, But, you got to get involved with kids. You don't just spend time with them for the sake of spending time, like someone said, well, you should spend time with your kids. A kid would rather have you out of there. You spend time because you enjoy being with them. You have fun doing it. Now, another thing that's important, and all of us have a tendency to neglect it sometimes, is our health. You need to set goals to work with your health. As you get older, it gets more and more important. And another important part, and each of us has to do this is an individual thing, is spiritually. But you should make it you, not try to change everybody else into who you are. Because right now we're polarized in this country because we want everybody to be like one person. And that's not reality. So anyway, I think that's important. And then education. Each of us are individuals, but life is changing so rapidly. The world is changing so rapidly that we've got to continuously learn. And we've got to either learn or we've got to compensate in some manner to stay up with the things that are going on. Because if you don't, you just fall so far behind the curve that you wind up with a bucket on a corner. And I looked at the offers here, and life is changing. The world's changing. And so education is important. There's a book out called The World is Flat. And it's written, I don't remember who wrote it, but man, that's a scary book. That's a scary book. You get a phone call from somebody, and they're in India, wanting to know about your bank account. It's just a different world today, so you got to continue to learn. It's really important when you're young to start thinking about insurance things that you should be taking care of. Like you could get life insurance for, $50 a month or some dang thing. And you know how much it cost me at this age? $900 a month for just $500,000 life insurance. Well, I never thought I was going to die. I never thought about that kind of stuff. My wife brought that to my attention. She says, well, what happens to you if something happens to you?